Asian Forum for Human Rights and Development.
Mr. Vice President, Forum Asia, along with its Cambodian members, ad hoc and Liquidor, note the Special Rapporteur's first visit to Cambodia and her report. We call on the Council to extend the mandate of the Special Rapporteur for another term of 2 years. Forum Asia urges the Government of Cambodia to fully cooperate with the Special Rapporteur and grant her full access during future visits. Ms. Special Rapporteur, we strongly register our opposition to the recent passage of the law on associations and non-governmental organizations. The Government of Cambodia enacted the law without the inclusion of civil society in the drafting process, despite repeated calls for transparency from UN experts as well as national and international groups. We reiterate that the law severely hampers the freedoms of association and expression, and its onerous registration and reporting obligations will threaten the pivotal role civil society groups play in Cambodia. We strongly urge the Government of Cambodia to repeal the enacted law and withdraw pending draft laws that are not in line with international human rights laws and standards, including the trade union law and the cybercrime law. Madam Special Rapporteur, judicial harassment and attacks against human rights defenders continue in Cambodia. For instance, prominent human rights defender Mr. Nee Chakriya is facing judicial harassment due to his activities as a human rights defender. He remains under judicial investigation in relation to his May 2015 public statement on the lack of independence of the Cambodian judiciary. We strongly urge all responsible authorities to immediately drop all charges against him and end such persecution. In this context, we call on the Special Rapporteur to elaborate on her views regarding the situation of human rights defenders in Cambodia, in particular with regard to the visibly shrinking democratic space. To conclude, the human rights situation in Cambodia has steadily deteriorated over the last few years. Strong international scrutiny is necessary to address and stop this decline and prevent a crisis. We call on the UN to maintain its continued sustained attention on Cambodia through this Council, the Special Rapporteur and the OHCHR Country Office. Thank you, Mr. Vice President and Ms. Special Rapporteur.